Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Let me introduce myself first. My name is Balqis Nurul Nikmah. I am from Accounting Study Program, Faculty of Economics, State University of Jakarta. And now I'm going to present my internship report at PT Bangki Bukopin Tbk. Next, we're going to Chapter 1, the introduction and the background. So, in the facing the Industrial 4.0 era, a student is required to have adequate expertise or skills in order to have a competitive advantage. Besides that, it also requires a good experience enough so that later the student have more value when they enter the world work. Therefore, in lectures, students need to get everything from the practically and the theoretically, so that to produce the best graduates who are able to compete in the fast and increasingly competitive era. Now, internship is one of the requirements academic that must be met by every student of the Faculty of Economics at University of Jakarta. PKL is a learning tool for students to get more recognized and adapt the world of work and apply directly the theory and knowledge that has been received during the lecture. Internship is carried out by doing work internships in a company within a specific current of a period of time, so that University of Jakarta will get feedback from students who have practiced to improve the applied curriculum in the State University of Jakarta. And the internship activity can support the ability of the graduates later when they enter the real world of work. Internship activity also provide opportunity for students to gain knowledge and insight and work culture while carrying out the internship, so that student will have experience which can then be applied when entering the world of works. And the practitioners get the internship opportunity at PT Bangki Bukopin in head office at the SME Credit Division. This division is one of the PT Bangki Bukopin's business unit which is engaged in the banking to SME or small medium enterprises. Micro, small, and medium enterprises are an important pillar in the Indonesian economy. The target of the National Entrepreneurship Ratio in the National Medium-Term Development Plan, or RPGMN, is to reach 3.9%, and the growth of the entrepreneur is 4% by 20 and 24. This based on the data from the Ministry of Cooperative and SMEs. The number of SMEs are, as of May 20 and 21, reached for 64.2 million with a contribution of to GDP of 61.7% or 8 trillion rupiah. Contribution SMEs to Indonesian economy include the ability to absorb 97% of the total workforce and can collect up to 60.4% of the total investment. Okay, next. The intent and the purpose of internship. The intent of internship is trying to be independent, mature, and responsible and be able to adapt to the work environment. 2. Second, implement the knowledge that has been obtained in a lecture in the world of work. And third, can see and analyze directly the conditions in the real world of work. Next, we're going to the purpose of internship. The first is gain experience in the world of work and the new knowledge about banking data processing. Second, improve ability, insights, and skills in preparing to enter the world of work. Third, encouraging to think independently and creatively in solving problems and curve-wide carrying of file work practice, or PKL. And four, Understanding credit portfolio data processed through KYD, our granted credit, and is useful for knowing the condition of the debtor portfolio in the SME segment of banking company. And 5, increasing expertise in the functions of use in the processing banking data through Excel Microsoft. And the 6, understand the credit flow process in the SME segment, which has minimum credit limit of 500 million rupiah. Okay, the internship benefit. So for student, the first is gaining work experience. B, practice working together and communicating as a team member. C, deepen your skills and creativity. D, prepare yourself for the work environment. And for State University of Jakarta, the internship benefit is A, establish mutually beneficial cooperation between university and company. B, as a material for evaluation and feedback on curriculum implementation. C, creating job-ready graduates. And the third company, the internship benefit was get the assistant of worker from practicums who are carrying out work practice. B, as a means to provide consideration in determining the labor criteria required by the company. C, establish collaborative relationship between university and institutions or company. So this is my internship place, company name that Bangkok Ibu Kopin. Address at Legend MT Haryono Street, Cav 50 until 51, RT3, RT3, RW4, Sikoko, Pancoran, Jakarta Selatan, DKI Jakarta. Telephone is at 121-798-8266. Website bukopin.co.id. So this is the internship timeline. It divided into 3 paths. The first is preparation path. So in the preparation stage, the practitioner looks for information about plans that can accept students doing internships, making an application letter for street vendors to back home, sends an application to PT Bangkok Ibu Kopin, and is accepted on July 7, 20, and 21. The second path is the execution path. So that practitioners carry out internship at PT Bangkok Ibu Kopin head office, 6th floor, every Monday to Friday at 8 to 17. There is a WFH or work from home scheduled 2 to 3 times at a week. And the last phase is a reporting pass. This is the stage of compiling a report from the result of practitioner carrying out internships at PT Bangkok Ibu Kopin starting in October 2021 under the guidance of a PKL advisor lecturer, namely Mrs. Dia Armaliza, SEMAK. Next, we're going to Chapter 2, the overview of the internship class. First is a company history. So, based on the decree of Directorate General of Cooperatives number 13, Terjen/Scope/17, was established under the name of the Indonesian Cooperative Commercial Bank or Bukopin in July 10th, 1990 and 70. Next, at March 16, 90 and 71, the bank has expanded its business to the retail and consumer segments, where since in exceptions, the bank has focused on the MCME segment or micro, small, and medium enterprises. The next is July 1st, 1993. And subsequent development, the legal entity status of Bank Bukopin was changed from a cooperative to a limited liability company. And 2020, the company carried out corporate actions in order to strengthen the capital, namely limited public offering 5 and the private placement. And the KB or Cookmin Bank later became the controlling shareholder of the company with 67 percent of ownership. Um, Flexible, FlexiGas, and the FlexiHealth product are product development with digital-based service that are currently developed by Bank KB Bukopin in order to innovate product in the banking industry that will further strengthen the bank's position Bukopin in the long term. The next is vision and mission of the company. The first vision is to be the first choice financial institution in Indonesia, and the mission is understanding and providing solutions to the customers. And the B, corporate culture. The first was integrity, defined as purchasing honesty, discipline, and commitment to build customer trust. Secondly is competent, defined as being proficient in carrying out tasks and making continuous improvement to always be the best. And the thirdly is the care, defined as care is caring and synergy for mutual progress. And four is accountable, defined as taking full responsibility and mastering the work to achieve the best results. And the last is never give up, defined as being able to think out of the box and never give up in the face of challenge and obstacles to achieve the best results. C. The organizational structure of the company. SME Business Group PT Bank KB Bukopin. This is the organizational structure of the company, and then we're going to this Chief SME Banking Officer. As a member of the board of directors, this division of the duties in the power of the Chief SME Banking Officer has been determined by the RUPS and has been raised in the guideline for the board of directors. Word procedures, including 1. Responsible to the shareholders or RUPS and report to the president director. Second, is responsible for planning and managing the bank raise, which can support the achievement of the company's goals. Third, responsible for planning and implementing the company compliance so that it can support the achievement of the company target in accordance with the KCG principles or good corporate governance principles. 4. Responsible for the planning, implementation, and development of human resource that can support the achievement of the company's goals. The next is SME Product and Business Support Division Head. So, SME Product and Business Support Division Head is one level below the Board of Directors, who has the authority to bridge matters of management interest with the Chief SME Banking Officer and other Board of Directors. Determine the purpose of our plan and the budget of the SME unit in accordance with the applicable regulations. Ensure the formulation of policies related to the SME business group. Manage and control risks that are under their management and are authorized to handle special case for problem debtors, credit application process, or other issues that hinder the performance of SME business. Then we're going to SME Regional Head Office. So the SME Regional Head is the regional leader in the SME segment, where the regional is the representative for the branches located at PT Benjai Bukopin area. The SME Regional Head's role is to convey issues in the field to SME Product and Business Support Division Head. SME Product Portfolio and Support Department Head have a role as a leader for the two units under him. namely the product unit and the business support unit, and data portfolio for SME loans, which provide responsibility for the two units led to the SME product and business support division head. SME Product Development Manager has duties and responsibility related to the development of SME loan product, including making product sales schemes, making product policies and provisions, proposing SME loan interest rates, proposing product sales strategy, and also establishing partnership with vendors for financing needs. And the SME Portfolio and Support Manager is responsible for managing SME loan portfolio data and analyzing SME loan portfolio. As a support function, the SME Portfolio and Support Manager has the task of meeting the needs of the RM or Relationship Manager in the field related to the credit application process. And then there is SME Risk Operational Manager that has duties and responsibility related to the risk management for SME loans, such as ensuring the management of the non-performing loan portfolio has been handled properly, ensuring that the credit application flow has been running in accordance with established policy, resolving problems that become audit findings, and managing deviation data or deviation data in the branch. And the last is SME Area Manager. SME Area Manager is responsible for carrying out their duty to the SME Regional Head. The duty and responsibility of each SME Area Manager is to lead the RM or Relationship Manager as a marketing function and encourage the spirit of RM SME performance to achieve the financial performance targets set by the company by optimizing the productivity of SME product loan facilities. And the company general activity. In accordance with the Company Article of Association, Article 3, Paragraph 1, the company is engaged in the banking service industry, the business activity that has been carried out based on the latest Article of Association by PT BNKB Bukopin. There are: first is collect funds from the public in the form of deposit in the form of demand deposit, time deposit, certificate of deposit, savings, and or other funds. 2. Giving credit. 3. Issue a debt acknowledgement letter. 4. Buy, sell, or guarantee at their own risk of the benefit and at behest of their customers. 5. Transferring money either for own benefit or for benefit of customers. 6 is placing funds on, borrowing funds today, or lending funds to other banks. And 7 is receive payments from bills on security and perform calculation with the third parties. 8. Provide a place to store goods and security. And 9, carry out safekeeping activity for the benefit of other party based on a contract. 7 and 10, place fund from customer to other customer in the form of security that are not listed on the stock exchange. 11, purchasing through auction of the collateral either in a whole or in a part in the event that the part doesn't fulfill his obligation to the bank. 12, carry out factory activity, credit card business, and the trustee activities. 13, carry out the other activity commonly carried out by the bank as long as it doesn't conflict with the prevailing laws and regulations. 14, conducting activity in foreign exchange. 15, carry out capital statement activity at banks or other company in the financial sector such as leasing, venture capital, securities company, insurance, clearing, settlement, and depository institutions. And 16 is carry out the temporary equity participation activity to overcome the consequence of credit failure. Next, we're going to Chapter 3, the Internship Implementation. A. Field of work. So the placement, the practitioner is placed under the SME business group of PT BNKB Bukopin as an SME portfolio and support staff. This division is responsible for managing the loan portfolio and meeting the needs and support for all business area of PT Bank KB Bukopin spread across in Indonesia in the SME segment. The tasks given to the pensioner are in the form of daily assessment, daily reports, weekly report, and monthly report. Overall, the professional file of work using Microsoft Excel application, Microsoft Word, Microsoft PowerPoint, and the AS 400 application belonging to PT Bank KB Bukopin. The tasks assigned by the supervisor from PT Bank KB Bukopin to practitioners are as follows. 1. The processing SME daily KED or credit data. Second, entering transactions or input transactions for Bukopin Finance or Bufin based on KED and AS400 application. Thirdly, is creating the SME sales pipeline tracker dashboard. 4. Creating SGT tracker dashboard. 5. Processing DPK or third-party funds data, namely deposit, current account, and savings for the Bukopin KB BTS competition program. 6. Recap the data dropping of the pre-bidding fund product. So we're going to work implementation B. 1 is the processing SME daily KED granted credit data. The input is unprocessed KED data from the FTP server. Bank KB Bukopin revelation rate data from the Treasury division. And the third is the PKA daily data or accounting financial planning division, namely data realization report and budget loan or of SME. So the KED is in the financial statement of banking company, there is an account called a KD or granted credit account. So this account is included in the category of company asset in the statement of financial position banking company. KD itself is a financial asset non-derivative with fixed or predetermined payments. In SME business, to process daily KD, it is needed the input, which I was told before. And this is example of the PKA daily data. So this is the process to processing KD data is open the FTP server for Bank KB Bukopin. B. Login using the user and the password that has been notified by the supervisor. C. A copy or the raw KD data, then extract it so that it becomes Excel format. D. Open the Microsoft Excel application, then open the KD file which has been extracted. And D. Do the first column block as the column A. This is column A block. And then click then text to columns to convert the text to shape in column. So this is the convert text to column in the Excel applications. And then we're going to sort the data in the CCOD column using this sort data function, become smallest to largest. And then we're going to filter it to find out loan facility in foreign currencies. That is shows only 51 and 58 this. Then it's so that it needs to be converted into rupiah using the revaluation rate that has been determined by the corporate treasury division. Then we're going to multiplying the value of the initial ceiling, final ceiling, outstanding, loan principal value, loan interest value, and the value of penalty for the late payment on loan facilities taken in the foreign currencies by the middle exchange rate value from the revolution rate data. So this is the example of revolution rate data from the Treasury Division. It was updated day by day. Then we're going to enter the sum if into recap sheets. Sum is formula in the Becky debit. This is the Becky debit, debtor, and the vice columns, which is from the KYD we have been processed. And the 7 is enter the VLOOKUP formula in the Neraja from the data realization loss and budget from the DPKA daily data. And then after that, save the SME daily kind of KYD file. Then the file reported to Mrs. Nolita as SME portfolio and support staff. Okay, we're going to the second assignment is input transaction for Bukopin Finance or Bufin. So we need Bukopin Finance or Bufin is a subsidiary of PT Bank KB Bukopin, which has one of its business activity in the financing sector for the KPKO or vehicle ownership credit for business. The relationship between Bufin and SME is on KYD SME, daily SME, that has been processed contains Bufin product in the form of KPKU product. Then, from the SME daily KD, we can find out the customer installments, Bufin, which matter on the 24 of each month, and can carry out the Bufin transaction at the legal and credit department with the approval of SME product, portfolio, and support department head. So the data needed is the DDBM installment plan file from the Bufin. Then we need SME daily KD data. Then we need KB Bukopin Bank AS 400 application. So this is the process. We're working on the transaction value input Bufin based on SME daily KD. The first is opening the DBM installment plan file with Microsoft Excel. Second is we know that Bufin Capital facility parameter code is DI23 on SME daily KD. Third, fill in the final selling value, outstanding principal area, interest areas with the SUMIF formula in the DBM installment plan file. 4. Fill in the contract debt, maturity debt, restructuring or non-restructuring, and loan rate with the VLOOKUP formula in the DDBM installment plan file. So this is the rencana angsuran DDBM file, which we have to input this outstanding akad debt from the process I've told before. Then the 5 process is the AS400 application will display the debtor information in the form of loan number, debtor name, due date, DPD or day past due, date of payment of obligation, nominal loan principal, interest, and finance. How to open this Bank Bukopin AS400 application is by logging using the employee user and password, then clicking the 9 menu, it was credit menu, then clicking 5 menu, it was the debtor areas menu, and then enter the number of loan or number or of facility loan. So after that, we're going to matching the debtor information to the DBM installment payment plan data before. This is the display of debtor information on the KB Bukopin Bank AS400 application. So after we finish with that and the data is matched, then we're going to make a memorandum with the submitting to the legal division and credit information to debit installment on payment responsibility of KPKU and Bufin heavy equipment. Then the memorandum was sent to Bufin to obtain Bufin director approval by SME support and portfolio staff. Then after regaining the approval from the director of Bufin and SME product portfolio and support department head, then the staff will submit the memorandum to the or credit information and legal division. Next is creating the SME sales pipeline tracker dashboard. So in the SME business unit, one of the first stage before the process credit application is to prospect of prospective debtors by the RM or relationship manager in each area. So RM must report the number of prospective debtors and the credit nominal prospective debtors to business support team at the head office so that monitoring can be carried out for the next stage of the process. So the text of the questionnaire is to recap the number of prospective debtors and input it into the SME sales pipeline tracker dashboard. And then we need the sales pipeline tracker from regional. Second is SME sales pipeline tracker dashboard. So this is the process of creating the SME sales pipeline tracker dashboard is operating the SME sales pipeline tracker from file with Excel application, copying data from the SME sales pipeline tracker from file and paste it on the SME sales pipeline tracker dashboard. And third is ensure the deal value nominal credit application is in millions of rupiah and the date format is in appropriate format. 4 is the create pivot table consisting of branch and deal value from SME sales pipeline tracker dashboard data. So this is the SME sales pipeline tracker dashboard display, which has having a AOTAT. It shows the length of the time of credit application process that takes prospective debtor at RM, relationship manager, like for calling the customer or product offerings and the start credit application. Second is there is a legal TAT. The legal TAT shows the length of the time the application process takes credit at the legal stage, such as BI checking or Bank Indonesia checking and SLIC for knowing the ability and history of debtor in paying loan principals. And the third is there is a appraisal TAT. The appraisal TAT shows the length of time the application process takes to credit at the stage of assessing the collateral health good customer by the CI, Bank KB Bukopin, or credit investigation, as well as an appraisal that has been appointed by the KJPP or Office of Public Appraiser. And then the analyst TAT, sorry, that is not captured with in this. There is analyst TAT. The analyst TAT shows the length of time the application process takes credit at the credit analyze stage to be carried out later credit committed. And there were a loss TAT and one TAT that is showed the processing time credit application until the credit is finally rejected or lost and approved or won until the dropping. And then we know that is running TAT. So the running TAT is shows the average time it takes from the initial stage until the credit application is complete. Then we move to 4, creating SGT tracker dashboard. So in addition to the SME sales pipeline tracker dashboard, there is a dashboard of SGT tracker used in the SME business unit of Bank KB Bukopin. SGT tracker used in the for the monitoring the credit application process. SCT or SME credit tools is the data processed by KBCRC or Credit Regional Center, Bukopin, in which there is a credit application process flow such as pre-scoring, collect data, analyze review, generate PD or probability default, proposal, committee, and decision docs. So that is we need the data from the CRC, Credit Regional Center link, and then we need SCT record dashboard. The process was the text precisional assignment was to create the dashboard SCT tracker which contain area name. This is area name, name of potential debtor, product, type, start of that application for credit, credit limit, outstanding, and then the status application. So we need the data that for create the SCT tracker dashboard. Is the first is open the CRC link of each regional and open the SCT file on the Microsoft Excel application. Then we are logging using the CRC link with BankKB Bukopin employee user and password. Then we need copy the data from the link and pass it on the SCT tracker dashboard. Third is deleting the rejected credit application process so that only shows the ongoing credit application process. Then we're going to input or entering the VLOOKUP formula in the CL or credit limit, this, OS or outstanding, this, and the status column in columns, this. So after that, we need to recap the data for all regional. Then this is the recap data, which consisting of region, total debtor, total credit limit, this is, and outstanding. And then each loan products. And there is resale loan, prepaiding fund, bank guarantee, advance loan, and then and many more. So the 5 assignment is to processing the TPF data or third-party funds for BTS competition program. So this is the input. BTS competition is a competition with the main focus good bank growth, namely SME lending, the TPF, as well as an increase in effective credit rate. The main indicators of the competition consist of deposit, namely CASA, current and saving account, and new to bank and lending, namely all SME lending cash loan product that have been permitted for dropping. And the text of treasurer is to process the raw data on the DPK or TPF third-party funds, namely deposits, current account, and savings from the BankKB Bukopin FTP server. This is the following of the process, how to processing the TPF data is one, we retrieving the DPK raw data from the BankKB Bukopin's FTP server. Then we're going to extract the DPK data from RAR into Excel format. Third, convert text to column to change the text into column shapes. And four is entering the if formula in the outstanding column. So then there is the BL sure and the AK BLC. And then we insert one column in this and then BL sure 2. Then we put the if formula in the BL sure outstanding to from the BL sure and AK BLC data. So if the AK BLC data shows an 0, then this shows the BL sure data, which is the 6 million. Then this is the how to entering the e-formula. Then after that, we going to make a data recap consisting of the loan number or ACNO, customer number or chase no, AO code or AOID, and then outstanding or BL02, which is we have been processed before. Then we're going to need branch code or BRKOC, and then the debtor name or name O. So this is the display or the deposit recap data. The above steps are carried out for each deposit data, current account, and saving. And then we're going to save the file, then send the file to Miss Rina as the SME portfolio and support staff who will correcting and further processing for BTS data needs competitions. So this is the last of recapping the dropping of pre-bidding fund data. This is the last assignment from the supervisor in the bank KB Bukopin, which assigned to me. This is pre-bidding. So one of the loan facility provided by the SME business bank KB Bukopin is pre-project financing or pre-bidding fund, where it is a credit given to an individual or business entity that require a bailout as a condition participate in tenders in the government goods service reimbursement project or private. In this case, the business support team need data on the credit dropping recap of pre-bidding fund products. Data that needed to separate the dropping data for pre-bidding fund product are SME daily KD data. Then we need data update EMP pre-bidding fund, and the last is data dropping pre-bidding fund. So the process was the first is open SME daily KD data, and then the pre-bidding fund credit facility has a parameter code of CM50 55. So this is the pre-bidding fund facility at SME daily KD data with the parameter code with CM55. Then we filter that only shows the CM55. Then we need the copying data from the SME daily KD to the updated data of the EMP pre-bidding fund, which contain the column for customer number, loan number, credit contract debt, debtor name, nominal, AO code, and branch code. This is the show. Now, this is number, CI, loan number, date, debtor number, nominal, AO code, AO name, and BESM name. So this is the process. We need to fill up data to fill in the IO name and the BSM name based on the AO and the S and from the all BSM recap sheet. Then we need to copy the data to the dropping detail sheet and the dropping pre-bidding fund file. This is, and the fifth process is enter the nominal and branch in the total sheet. This is according to the data in the update EMP pre-bidding fund file to find out the number of dropping of pre-bidding fund product during the current period per month. And then we finish it, and then we save the update AMP pre-bidding file and dropping file pre-bidding fund and sending it to Mr. Bayu from DPBB, Division of Bank Business Development, and to Mrs. Rima as SME Portfolio and Support Manager. So this is the C obstacle phase during the internship. The first, at the beginning of the assignment, the practitioner has not mastered the function in the Microsoft Excel application such as VLOOKUP, HLOOKUP, pivot table, sum ifs, and count if, where these functions are widely used in the processing banking data, so that is necessary for the practitioner to study it first. The second is the practitioner finds it difficult when carrying out the work assigned by the banking ibu copy staff because the stage taught by the supervisor are new knowledge for the student or me, so that the practitioner takes longer time to complete the work. Third is Bufin is late in sending an email containing information on debtors. We will make installments, so the work of inputting Bufin's transaction nominal is often done pressing the deadlines. Fourth is the regional admin staff send the SME sales pipeline tracker recap from in the afternoon, thus making the practitioner late in sending the SME sales pipeline record dashboard to the SME portfolio and support manager. The fifth is sometimes the CRC link cannot be accessed if you use a personal computer or laptop, which prevents the practitioner from doing the work of making the SGT record dashboard. So how to effort to overcome the obstacle that this is the effort to overcome the obstacle. So the first is the practitioner learns Excel function through the internet and asks for help from the SME portfolio support staff to be able to teach some Excel function used in the processing banking data. Second, when doing the work, the practitioner records all the steps given by the supervisor. So if practitioner forget the steps given, we can see the existing notes. Third, consult with the supervisor regarding to the issue of the flow of the Buffin debit process, so that work related to Buffin can be carried out and according to the deadline because it requires approval from other divisions. Four, coordinate with regional admin staff so as not to send data too late, so that the work carried out by the practitioner is not hampered and can be collected before the afternoon. And this last is consult the supervisor so that they can access the CRC link using the bank KB Bukopin computer, so that there is no need to have a reason to access the CRC link. So we're going to the last chapter is chapter 4, conclusion and suggestion. The first is conclusion. After the practitioner carry out the internship for the given field of work and resolve the problem the practitioners during the internship, the practitioner can draw a conclusion, namely, one is the practitioner gain and experience in the world of work and new knowledge about banking data processing. Second, practitioners can improve ability, insight, and skills in preparing to enter the world of work. Third, practitioners get a real picture of the condition of the work environment and can analyze the work culture and banking company. Four, practitioners can improve the independent and creative ways of thinking in solving problems encountered while carrying out the internship. So the conclusion is, internship is a learning tool for students to be able to get to know and adjust the world work and directly apply theory or any knowledge that has been received during the lecture. Then the fifth is practitioner can understand credit portfolio data that is processed through KYD or granted credit and is useful for knowing the condition of the debtor portfolio in the SME segment of banking company. Six, practitioner can improve skills in the function used in the processing banking data through Microsoft Excel and application and other application used in the banking company such as AS400 owned by Banking Bukopin. And the last is practitioners can understand the process of credit flow in the SME segment, which has a minimum credit limit of 500 million rupiah. So this is the suggestion for our practitioners is divided into 4 parts. The A, practitioners must be able to adapt and interact with the work environment in order to gain confidence in doing work. B. Practitioners can make notes on any knowledge given by the supervisor to make it easier to carry out the work. C. Practitioners must be active, serious, and focused in carrying out by the tasks assigned by the supervisor. And the last is practitioners can take advantage of this internship experience and insight into the world of work, as well as establish a good relationship with the company. And this is a question for Accounting Study Program, Faculty of Economics, State University of Jakarta. The first is provide guidance and direction for the preparation of internship carried out from afar so that students can prepare more carefully. B is conducting special training needed by students in preparation for carrying out PKL. C. Collaborating with many companies and partners to make it easier for students to be able to carry out PKL in that place. And this is suggestion for Bank KB Bukopin. And an A, provide clear direction to students who do an internship so that students can understand well the tasks that must be complete. B, prepare internship program for students better in terms of facility during the internship. C, improve the Bufin debit flow, Bukopin Finance, so that it does not pile up at the end of the month and it persists for the deadline. And the last is updating the CRC, Credit Regional Center link to avoid data error to carry out the work. So that is for my internship report presentation. Thank you very much for your attention. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.